What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome to your daily Football Manager 2014 update for today, the 5th of September. So let's get straight into things. So the first bit of new news was the fact that there is now an MLS trade screen update. They've not said anything more than that, just that there's an MLS trade screen update. So take with that what you will. There's not even a screenshot, so there's not a lot more I can say about that. But along the same vein of news, it's been announced that there's an updated MLS disciplinary system in place. So I'm not really sure what this entails, but as I've said for about the past 5 or 6 or 7 or however many days it's been, the MLS is an incredibly unique league. There's all kinds of unique systems that they have in place which they haven't in previous Football Managers replicated accurately. And this year it seems like a lot of these new features are involving the MLS and trying to kind of make the experience of managing in the MLS as accurate as possible. So this updated disciplinary system, I'm not sure what it entails. If someone else knows how the MLS differs from the rest of the world, please let me know down in the comments. The next bit of new news was the fact that there's now the ability to select or unselect all subscriptions on a category basis. Now, so my understanding of this is when you have your subscriptions, they're categorised by stuff like perhaps preferred club, players you have shortlisted or scouted, all these different areas, and now you can go into these sections such as players who are on your shortlist who you're receiving updates about. You can select a majority of them or all of them and remove all of them from your subscriptions or anything like that. So a nice little feature, not something that I particularly ever thought, I wish I could do that, but at the same time it's nice to see these little features added, and I'm sure that there'll be people who are pleased with this addition and that it'll impact their use of the game in the coming year. The next bit of information, which is an interesting one, is the fact that now net transfer income is appreciated by the board. So finally, when you sell players for more than you brought in players for, the board are going to react positively for that. So it's not always a lose-lose. And what I mean by that is in previous Football Managers, most of the time if you were to sell a player or sell more players than you bring in, the fans would get in your back for showing lack of ambition, maybe selling players that you needed. Now it appears that the board are going to factor in, hang on a minute, this guy's making us a bit of money by making these sales, and perhaps, depending on how this runs in line with your overall balance, the board are going to be happy with it. So nice to see that. I'm assuming when it says it'll be appreciated by the board, there'll probably be a news item and it may be featured in the board confidence somewhere, or maybe even just factored into the transfer happiness of fans and the board. But either way, nice little addition, something which I enjoy because a lot of the time I like to try and sell players on for money, and so for the board to now appreciate that in Football Manager 2014 is a really nice addition. The next bit of big news, and this is something that really excites me, is the fact there's now an improved team report summary page. And now, let me tell you, the team summary page in previous FMs has been pretty terrible, but now it looks so much nicer. I mean, you can see the screenshot on screen now. It looks really usable. It allows you to fully assess your team and presumably other teams' information, really assess kind of the details and, where you expect threats to come from, looking at your own team and able to understand perhaps your main strengths and stuff. So for this really nice addition, I love this one. Unbelievably useful thing. I've used the team report and team information tab a little bit in the past. However, in all honesty, it's never been a really useful for me because it's not been presented very nicely, and so this new way kind of presenting it is absolutely amazing. Anyway, second to last feature today was the fact that uses of bonuses or clauses will lower and raise the overall transfer budget. So when it says bonuses and clauses, I assume it's referring to the ones which are included in transfer fees, stuff like paying over monthly instalments, the ones where it's kind of after X amount of international appearances or per league appearances you get paid money. It seems like now that money that you receive, or in some cases give out, is going to be factored into your transfer budget, which is a really nice addition. Something that I've been looking forward to, and obviously with them announcing the separate wage budget for staff and also the update with transfer clauses and wage clauses affecting the budget and being factored into your wage and transfer budget, this is a fairly logical step, but it's something that's really nice nevertheless. Today's final bit of news was the fact you can now change transfer type for players on the unwanted list and transfer target list. Now, I don't really know what this means, and I'm going to be honest, I don't use either of these lists at all in Football Manager. The unwanted list, if I want to get rid of a player, I'll put them on the transfer list, I'll set an asking price, and I'll wait for a team to come in with that asking price, and if he doesn't go, I'll offer him again and again and again, and he's on the transfer list. And then as for the transfer targets, I just usually create a short list with the players who I'm particularly interested in signing on and save that as a unique one. And so for me, any changes that they've made to this, if they're improving it, may make me want to use it more. So I don't exactly know what this means. If you are familiar with these two lists and you use them, this might be something that means absolutely the world to you. But as a casual, not casual, but as someone who plays FM and has kind of my own way of playing it, I don't use this at the moment. And so if they're making it more usable, if they make me need to use it, that's great, and I will use it. But I can't tell you what this means because I just genuinely don't know. It's not something that I've ever used in FM. So if you do know, let me know. And I know it doesn't seem like it's explained very well. They've not said what the changes are. Is it just that there's a difference between the two? I literally have no idea. But anyway, bit of news there. If you use it, you're probably very excited for it. Doesn't spark my interest like the team reports do. But anyway, guys, that is the daily update for today, the 5th of September 2013. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. I try and get these videos out as soon as the daily announcements are finished, which get announced at 5:30. So I'm usually getting these up within an hour. A lot of hard work goes into these, so if you could give the video a like, it does help me out. But other than that, guys, it is me, Jack, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.